There have been calls from civil society groups demanding various reforms in the country's justice system. One of such organizations is the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative Africa office, which is calling for the decriminalization of petty offense in the country. Some of these offenses include minor theft, unlawful entry, hawking, road traffic infractions, amongst others, and victims of such offenses are handled hefty punishments such as incarceration. This, according to the group, has largely contributed to the congestion seen in the nation's prisons. They have called on Ghana's judicial system to consider alternative ways of dealing with such offenses. All over the world, countries have or are in the process of reforming such laws in line with modern trends. However, little is being done at addressing the issue in Ghana. This CHRI is worried, saying most of the offenders are the poor and marginalized in society.
Ghana is signatory to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, and this thing emanates from the African Commission, who think that because of the challenges we have in our prisons, if we decriminalize certain offenses, it will help to decongest the prisons. So obviously, as a state agency or as a state, we are supposed to pick up on these things and ensure that our laws conform to that. The process has been ongoing. It's true, we've been engaging them severally. But I guess, although they've made statements publicly saying that the law needs to be reformed, no concrete action has been taken. Maybe it's because the appetite is not there. Number two, maybe it's because the citizenry are not really calling for it. Because you see, the moment you talk about decriminalizing, people think that you are saying that it is no more an offense. And so they fear that if you decriminalize it, then there'll be a lot of people committing crimes.
A former commissioner of the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice, Emil Short, who expressed worry with the current situation, described the country's laws as vague, making it difficult for interpretation. He also condemned the police for the disregard of a Supreme Court order that weekends and public holidays are included in the 48-hour detention period for suspects.
Even though the Supreme Court has in a landmark ruling directed that 48 hours for detaining suspects will now include weekends and holidays, the police continue to detain some poor and vulnerable suspects over the weekend beyond 48 hours, giving us an excuse that the courts are not working. Moreover, the conditions in many polices are extremely deplorable because there's no proper ventilation. Suspects are compelled to strip to the bare underpants, and suspects are left to depend on relatives or friends for their sustenance.
The Commissioner of Shraj, Joseph Whitall, who called on the Attorney General to, as a matter of urgency, begin the process of reviewing and amending the Criminal Offences Act, said Ghana stands to lose on the international front if action is not taken.
Now, does it make sense that 60-something years into our independence, ruling ourselves, we keep a law like that as loitering, being a vagrant, and similar laws that were meant to keep Ghanaians at that time, Gold Coasters, away from the English. So it doesn't make sense. The danger is that once they continue to remain criminalized, police can take them up at any time and then use it against ourselves. And that's what is happening. So why don't we decriminalize, and then we have the opportunity to respect Ghanaians who can move around wherever they want, subject to respect for the law.